Joining me now is South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. She is a member of the Oversight, Armed Services, and Veterans Affairs Committees. Congresswoman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here.
Good morning.
I want to kick things off with the Hunter Biden proceedings. There's so much to talk to you about this morning. What is your take on where we stand in terms of the Hunter Biden situation?
Well, Joe Biden should be getting nervous right now. The evidence is adding up. Thank goodness for the judge earlier this week that saw the plea deal for what it was. This guy should not have had a sweetheart plea deal in the middle of an investigation. We have Devin Archer coming in on Monday to do a transcribed interview. He'll talk about all of the times, dozens of times that Joe Biden was in the room via conference call, et cetera. Everything that Joe Biden has said about Hunter Biden and these business deals, it has turned out to be an absolute lie.
Well, this is pretty extraordinary what's going on right now. You know, and at this point, the conversation of impeachment is alive and well. House Republicans joined me on this program talking about calls to impeach Joe Biden as a result of what you just said. Watch this.
Well, we'll follow the facts wherever they lead, but when our own speaker says that that has to be on the table, you know that the facts are pretty dire for this president.
This is a decision that the entire Republican conference will have to make. I do think the facts are beginning to pile up.
We're going to follow the facts, and we are going to do this the right way. And I don't think the Democrats are going to be happy with where we end up.
The evidence is overwhelming, Maria. The nails in the coffin. This coffin is just completely made of nails.
Having that impeachment inquiry allows us to get all the facts and have the most constitutionally recognized power from the House of Representatives. And ultimately, I believe we're going to find more LLCs, and I believe we're going to find LLCs that go straight to Joe Biden himself.
So, Congresswoman, you and your colleagues in the Oversight Committee have been very clear this is an investigation into Joe Biden, and now we're hearing many of your colleagues talk about impeachment inquiries. What's the timing on that? How do you see this playing out?
I'm not sure about timing, but certainly the impeachment inquiry gives us more leverage as we're going out to get evidence, because the DOJ, the FBI, more recently we heard from R-S whistleblowers, have tried to block and tackle this thing, keep it in a hidden away for no one to see, swept under the rug. And we've got to use every tool in our toolbox, because the American people don't trust Congress. And we have to show every single piece of evidence so that they can trust the evidence, they can trust the truth when we deliver it to them with all the evidence that is becoming overwhelming. I don't know how Joe Biden runs for president after all of this and what's coming out.
I'd say, yeah. Well, that's a really good point. Look, I want to talk about the UFO hearing in a second, but let me just end with this on this topic. Right now, you've got the Biden administration ramping up the charges against Donald Trump. So how do you feel like you're going to be able to penetrate here when, in fact, Jack Smith sees something like evidence happening here in this situation and focuses only on Donald Trump? There's a superseding indictment now.
Superseding indictment and a double standard for how people are treated. Looking at the deal that Hunter Biden got, that's not a deal that anybody gets. Looking at the documents case, Hillary Clinton was under subpoena. Those emails were under subpoena when she destroyed them. I mean, it is a complete double standard here. And the other thing I want to say about the Hunter Biden, Joe Biden mess, based on the evidence I've seen so far, I think the number is going to be north of $50 million that we're talking about here. This will go down as one of the most politically corrupt presidents and families in U.S. history. And we've got to show and prove it to the American people. We've got to show them everything that we have.
Wow. So you're saying the amount of money that the Biden family has taken in is north of $50 million based on what you've seen?
Oh, yeah. It's enormous. Incredible. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling that the DOJ, the FBI, the IRS has sat on their hands and done absolutely nothing when they've seen that kind of money flowing through dozens and dozens of shell companies, the bribes, the payoffs, everything, the money laundering, the racketeering, everything that's been going on, and no one in that family has been held accountable, and it's wrong.
Unbelievable. All right, let me turn your attention real quick to this UFO whistleblower testifying before your committee this week. Congresswoman, here's one of those exchanges and the questions that you asked. Watch.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to Gina Skiff about.
Congresswoman, this is pretty stunning. Your reaction?
I was shocked, actually. My jaw was on the floor, and I was kind of at a loss for words there. But here's the thing. If secrets have been held from the American people, they don't have trust. They won't have trust in their government institutions. Now, the last question I asked in that hearing, I asked our witness for a list of friendly and hostile witnesses for a future hearing, another hearing, whether that was in a public setting or a private setting. We ought to get to the bottom of it. One of the other bombshell pieces of information that came out of that hearing was the allegation of a misappropriation of funds. How much are we talking about? Who's getting it? And where's it going?
Wow. This is just extraordinary. What a moment in time, Congresswoman. Thanks very much. Historic, and you are a member of Congress and the Oversight Committee. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much. Nancy Mace.